Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning back in. No, this is not an old video. I am back to black hair. I had so much fun being a blonde, but I had to get back to my roots. Don't worry, I will have a video up for you guys all about my hair and why I went back to black and what I'm doing to restore it back to health, because there was a lot of damage done in the process of going blonde. And I also will explain to you guys the do's and don'ts about going blonde. I explained it a little bit in depth in my blog, which by the way has launched. I know the last time I was on here I told you guys that I was in the process of getting it ready to launch, and it finally launched. I will leave the link down below. It is hotglam.org. And yeah, so I'm going to leave all the hair stuff for the next video, but today I kind of just wanted to do like a really pretty sultry look. I was really inspired by Katie, which is Luster Luxe. I will leave her info down below. She did a beautiful tutorial with the Mani MUA palettes, which I already ordered, so I will be definitely doing a look on that. But I was just really inspired by her look, so I kind of just remixed it and made it my own, and you know how it does. Really quick, I just want to talk about these lipsticks. These aren't really new to the game. These are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams in Stockholm and Abu Dhabi. These are giving me life. This is all I've been wearing. Super long lasting and are a great dupe to the Anastasia ones. So if you're looking to not break the bank, definitely recommend these. There are some new products that I have been loving, and I will do a video on them soon. I am now getting back into the swing of things. I know I always say that every video, but I kind of got the whole camera thing set up because I didn't know how to work it, but whatever. I'm done blabbering. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Alright guys, so we're going to get started using this color. I believe this is Orange Soda by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just using that as my transitional color, and I am winging it out a little bit. And next I'm going in with this color. This is Bitten by Makeup Geek. It's one of my absolute favorite colors, and I am applying that with a MAC 217 brush, which is one of my absolute favorite brushes ever. And now I'm just grabbing a clean brush and I am blending that out to make sure there's no harsh lines or anything like that. This is super important when you're doing any eyeshadow, but more importantly when you're doing an eyeshadow that is very pigmented and just gonna stick out, if that makes any sense. Next, I am deepening my crease with the color Chocolate. This is from the Dress Your Face palette, which I believe is discontinued, but you can definitely purchase the single shadows that Anastasia has for sale. They are amazing. Absolutely love them. Now I'm just going to blend that out with a Morphe blending brush. I believe this is the E34 brush, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just blending all that together, both the Bitten and the Chocolate, to kind of just give it a really pretty smoked out effect. And then I'm going back in with the color Bitten, and I'm just going to make sure that everything's blended like butter. Next I'm going in with Pink Champagne, and I am dragging that down to give it a wet look, which is absolutely one of my favorite ways to rock a metallic eyeshadow. Then with a small Sigma shader brush, I am going in and creating sort of like a wing using that same chocolate color, and then I'm going in and really defining my crease. I guess you can call this kind of like a cut crease technique, but not really. And then after, I'm going in with another Morphe brush and just blending that out to make sure everything is nice, blended, and smooth. And I'm going back in with a little bit more of Bitten because I don't want too much of a brown. I want like a little bit of a red brick color in there, if that makes any sense. Now I'm going to coat my lashes with my favorite mascara. This is Voluminous by L'Oreal, and I'm just adding a quick coat of mascara to my lashes so that I can go in with my falsies. And I am using the Ardell 113. I have been searching high and low for these lashes. I saw Nicole Guerrero with them and I was like, oh, need them. And I finally was able to purchase them on ladymossbeauty.com. As always, I will link everything down below for you guys so you can go ahead and get them yourself. These lashes are amazing. And they're so beautiful that I totally wanted to skip out on the liner. Next, I'm going in with my face. I am using my Nivea Aftershave for Men, which shout out to Nikki Tutorials because this is thebomb.com. So I am just putting that all over my face. Yes, it does have a little bit of an odor, but it goes away. So don't worry, you're not going to be smelling like a man, girl. I got your back. And you want to let that really set in your face. I'm going with the Porefessional because I do have some big pores in my T-zone. But you really want to let the aftershave soak in your skin. Like, you want your skin to absorb all of that goodness, because that is really what's going to set the base for a flawless foundation application. As you can see here, I'm making sure that my face is dried before I go in and I add my foundation, because I just want to make sure my skin absorbed all of that moisture. For foundation, I'm using my True Match Lumi by L'Oreal, and I'm going to slap that on. Look like I got some peanut butter in my face, but it's all good. This is really full coverage. I'm kind of just building it up to be full coverage. But nonetheless, you guys know True Match is one of my favorites, and the Lumi one is just another favorite of mine. Next, I'm going in with my Real Techniques sponge, which I haven't cleaned in 2 days. Bad Alexis, I know. But this is an amazing dupe if you don't want to spend 20 bucks on a beauty blender. I am obsessed with this. Now, I have been sleeping on drugstore makeup. This Age Rewind by Maybelline Concealer is freaking amazing, and it's just, I love it. So I'm just using that to kind of cover up some dark circles that I got going on. And then I'm going in, of course, with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Classic Ivory to go ahead and highlight my under eye area, as well as my forehead and my chin. And I'm going to go ahead and spray my blender with Fix Plus by MAC, and I'm just going to blend that all in. You guys are no strangers to my techniques. So yeah, just needed a better look because I didn't want to mess up my shadow, but this is definitely a great way to go back in and clean up and make that line really sharp. Next, we're going to bake with my Laura Mercier translucent powder that I am obsessed with. Normally, I don't really bake this much if it's an everyday makeup look, but when I want to be super extra and just want to slay the day, I absolutely go in a little bit heavier with this baking method, because I just want to make sure that everything is set and everything is in place, because I don't want anything moving or anything going places where it does not belong. So I make sure that I set my face like it's nobody's business. Now, the only bad thing about this powder, obviously, is that it does get a little bit messy. So I would suggest to not wear whatever it is that you're going to wear for that night out. So, yeah, just a little advice from me to you. But I love this powder. It is amazing. Next, I am doing my... Ooh, girl. Doing my eyebrows. I know they look a mess. I'm letting them grow out. But again, skipping through this, you guys have seen me do this a bajillion times. Yes, honey. Brows are snatched. Next, I'm going in and I'm setting my face with my Benefit powder. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe all that excess off my face, all that excess powder. And as you can see, it highlights me like, girl, I look cute. Yes, honey. What am I doing? Okay, so I'm going in with Give Me Sun by MAC. I had a love-hate with this bronzer. At first I felt it was way too orange, but you have to learn how to manipulate it and how much to put on. And now this is my everyday bronzer and I am obsessed with it. So what are we doing now? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and just deepen my contour a little bit using my Laguna bronzer by NARS. I always forget that I have this bronzer, and it is probably one of my favorites. It is perfect. Like, I am obsessed. Then I'm going to go ahead and reverse contour using my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and again my Laura Mercier translucent powder to kind of just go ahead and give me a much more sharp and defined contour. I've been loving this lately. I love the look that it gives me. Again, this is not something that I do for every day. I'm obviously going a little bit extra because I want this to be a really dramatic nighttime look. So, yes. Now I'm going to go ahead and coat my falsies with some mascara. And then I'm going to add some blush. This is Peaches by MAC, one of my absolute favorites. And this is just a random brush that I was gifted. I don't even think it has a brand. I just think they're really, really cute. So yes, this is Peaches by MAC. I'm sorry if I sound stuffy. I have been a little bit under the weather lately, but I wanted to make this video really bad. So nothing's going to stop me. For highlighter, I am using the Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics, one of my favorite highlighters ever. Honey, do you see that glow? Do you see that glow, girl? Love it. And I am using a Morphe, yes. I'm using a Morphe fan brush. I believe this is the M310, and I'm just putting that on my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and on the, wow, I had a mental block, highest points of my cheeks. And then for this other bronzer, this is Gold Deposit by MAC, another one of my favorites. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe off all that powder. And now I am going to line my waterline, my lower lash line with colors Chocolate and Bengal. Again, this is from the Tamana palette, but these are available on Anastasia.com as individual shadows. But unfortunately, this palette in particular is sold out. Now I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline using Fascinating by MAC. It's just a white liner, and this is going to open up your eyes, and I've been loving this lately. For lips, I'm just lining them with my natural lip liner by LA Girl. Again, another oldie but goodie. And I added Abu Dhabi and Stockholm, which are the matte creams by NYX Cosmetics. So this is the final look, you guys. I am obsessed with it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.